If you see this kind of question in the exam, will you be afraid or will you be confident enough to face this? Alright, this is just a subtraction in base 2. Just like the way you used to do your normal subtraction in base 10. Here, there's no difference, okay? So let's do it together. The question is simplify 11011 in base 2 minus 1101 all in base 2. And these are the options. So let's solve it so that we know which option is correct. Here you have 1 minus 1, which is what? Which is 0. Here you have 1 minus 0, which is what? 1. And here is 0 minus 1. So we have to come here to borrow 1 to this place. And mind you, whatever you take from here to this place, since we are working in base 2, that will be 2. So if you consider what you take from here to be 2, that will be 2 minus 1. And so that will be 1. Okay? Then, mind you, here now is 0. And so if you move 1 again from here and add to that 0, that 1 that you move is now 2, since we are working in base 2. So 2 minus 1 again is 1. Okay? In base 2. So let's check on the option 1110 in base 2. That is option C. So that makes option C the right option. Okay? It's as simple as that. We just want to make sure we go through different questions in number basis to round off class concerning number basis. Then tomorrow we'll move over to indices. And when we enter indices, we'll make sure we explore all the subtopics concerning indices. And at the end of the class, just like we do in this one, we will also explore different questions from different question papers for your own understanding. Alright? So I'm going to clean the board and then go over to the next question, still in number base. Alright? Okay. Let me clean that. Alright. Let me pick a different question. That was question number 1. This one is going to be question number 2. Question number 2. Let's see what question number 2 has to say. Question number 2 says, evaluate 3310 in base 5 minus 1442 in base 5. And this one has options like 1321 in base 5. Okay. This is 1312 in base 5. The next one is 1311 in base 5. The next one is 1313 all in base 5. This one has no option D, so it has only 3 options. So let's solve this together in order to know which option is correct. All right. So let's bring that question. 3310 minus 1442. All of them is in base 5. All right. Base 5. So let's do the subtraction together. 0 minus 2. It's impossible. So we are going to borrow. Mind you, since we are working in base 5, whatever number you move from a particular place to another place will be 5. So we move 1 from here to this place, and that will be 5. So here will now be 5. Okay? So 5 minus 2, that will be what? 3. Here, remember, we have taken 1 from here, and this place is now 0. So if we come here again to take 1 to this place, that will be 5. 5 minus 4, that will be 1. Okay? Remember, we've taken 1 from here, and so here remains 2. So 2 minus 4, we can't do it. We will come here to take 1 from here to this place. So whatever we take from here as 1 will now be 5. So that 5 plus 2 that was remaining here, that will be 7. And so 7 minus 4 is 3. Remember, here now remains what? 2. Is that right? So 2 minus 1 is 1. So you can see that in the subtraction of those numbers in base 5 gives us 1313 in base 5. And so that makes option C the correct option. Is that right? So that makes option C the correct option. Why am I coming over again to do revision in number basis? Is for you to really understand everything about number basis, so that at any point in time you have a question concerning number basis, you will not be afraid. Rather, you'll be very bold and confident enough to face that question. All right? So that is it. We are going to treat another question. I'm going to clean the board just like we did in the other one. I'm going to clean the board and then put up another question. We have taught number basis, so this is the revision class. Okay, the next question, question number 3, says if 5 5 in base x plus 5 2 in base x equals to 77 in base 10, comma, the question is find the value of x. Find the value of x. Okay, that one has no option. So let's solve this now. You have solution. You have 5 5 in base x plus 5 2 in base x to be equals to 77 in base 10. Now, mind you, since the right hand side already has a number in base 10, we are not going to solve. We are not going to do anything on the right hand side because it is already in the standard number base, which is base 10. So our own work will be on the left hand side. Okay, and so here will be 1 in terms of power, 1 and 0. Here is going to be 5 multiplied by 0 raised to power 1 plus 5 multiplied by x raised to power 0 plus 5 multiplied by x raised to power 1 plus 2 multiplied by x raised to power 0 equals to 77. Alright, x to power 1 is x times 5 is 5x. Okay, x to power 0 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5 plus this is x to power 1, which is x. X times 5 is also 5x. And then x to power 0 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2 to be equals to 77. Now let us collect like terms. You have 10x as a result of 5x plus 5x, then plus 5 plus 2, which is what? 7, to be equals to 77. So if we collect like terms, you see that 10x equals to 77 minus 7. We'll go further. You see that 10x equals to 70. And so x is going to be 70 divided by 10, which is 7. This is the answer. So the value of x equals to 7. Is that right? So we are going to clean the board and then go over to another question. Alright? We want to exhaust so many questions concerning number bases. Okay? So we'll still clean the board to go to the next question. Alright? So watch out as we do this together. Alright? Okay. Let's take this question together. Let's take question number what? Number 4. Is that right? That one was question number what? Check this place. Question number 3. Okay. This is question number 4. Okay. And that question says convert 23 in base 10 to a number in base 2 to a number in base 2. To a number in base 2. And this one has options like 1, 0, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Another one is 1, 0, 1. 0, 1 in base 2. Another one is 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 base 2. And then option D is 1, 1, 1, 0, 1 in base 2. So Let's solve that together. You are told to convert 23 in base 10 to a number in base 2. Okay, so we simply do that. This is 23. We are told to convert it to a number in base 2. So we are going to use the new number base, which is 2, to divide 23 repeatedly until the dividend is 0. Then in each step, we are going to write the remainder. So let's see. 2 goes into 23 is 11 times remainder 1. And then 2 goes into 11 5 times remainder 1. And then 2 goes into 5 2 times remainder 1. 2 goes into itself once, remainder 0. And then 2 goes into 1, 0, remainder 1. We are done now. We are going to pick the results in an upward order by picking the remainder in an upward order. So from there, we can come here to say, therefore, 23 in base 10 equals to 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 in base 2. So this is now the correct answer. 23 in base 10 equals to 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So let's see. You can see that option A is the correct option. Can you see that? Alright. So option A becomes the right option. We are doing all of this for you to be confident anytime you encounter a question in number basis. Is that right? This is question number 4. We are not done yet, so do not panic and do not be afraid. Okay? We are still going to clean the board for the next question to come. Okay? So, that was question number 4. That was question number 4. We will now be going to question number 5. Okay? Question number 5 says, it says, evaluate. That one says, evaluate 4610 in base 8 minus 2675 also in base 8. Okay? Alright. Let's have the solution as soon as possible. It's just a subtraction. That is simply subtraction of numbers in base 8. Thank God my students are increasing. Alright. I'm going to be asking them question now. We have 4610 minus 2675 all in base 8. Okay? So, just like we have subtracted in other bases, and you see how we do it, the same thing is going to be applied here. So let's go. Here, we are going to have 0 minus 5, which is not possible. So we are going to move 1 from here to this point. And mind you, since we are working in base 8, That one that will move from here is 8. So we have moved 1 to this 0. So it's now 8 plus 0, which is 8. And so 8 minus 5 is going to be 3. Okay? Remember, this place now is 0. Alright? So we'll move 1 from here to this place. That one that will move is 8. And so 8 minus 7 is going to be 1. Then here now remains 5. 5 minus 6 is impossible. We are coming to this point now to take 1 from here to add to 5. And so since we are working in base 8, that one that will move from here to add to 5 is 8. And so 8 plus 5 is 13. And so 13 minus 6 will now give us 7. Remember now, we have taken 1 from here. And here now remains 3. And so 3 minus 2 will give us 1. Is that right? So here will now be the answer is now 1713 in base 8. Let me check if that question has options. It has options like A 1713, which is even the correct answer. B 1731, C 1735, D 1935, E 2025, all in verse 8. And so option A becomes the right option. Option A becomes the right option. Okay, we are moving to the next question, and that will be question number 6. Okay, question number 6. All right. Question number 6. Okay. Question number 6 says find the value of x for which 32 in base 4 equals to 22 in base x. And you have options. You have options like option A, B, C, D. And the options are 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's solve that together. What you can see from here is that here on the left hand side, the base is known to be 4. And on the right hand side, the base is unknown to be x. So our target, our goal, is to find the value of the unknown base. Alright, so let's bring that question. Here you have 32 in base 4 to be equals to 22 in base x. And so here would be 1 to the power 1 to 0. We are going to multiply 3 times the base, which is 4, raised to the power of 1 here, plus 2 multiplied by the base, which is 4 to the power of 0. Okay, to be equals to The same thing we do on the left hand side. We are going to multiply 2 by the base, which is x, and raised to the power of 1, plus 2 again multiplied by the base, which is x to the power of 0. The next thing is we have to simplify all of that. Here is 4 times 3, which is what? 12, plus any number raised to the power of 0 is 1. And so 1 times 2 will give us 2. To be equals to, on the right hand side, you have x to the power of 1, which is x, multiplied by 2. And so you have 2x. Here you have x raised to the power 0, which is 1. Remember, in the zero index law of indices, it states that a raised to the power of 0 is 1, meaning that any number in this whole world raised to the power of 0, it is 1. So this is 1 times 2, and so it's 2. Okay, you can see that this is 14. So let's bring this side that contains x to the right hand side, and this side that is constant to the right hand side. So this is 2x plus 2 equals to 14. The 14 comes from 12 plus 2. And so if you collect like terms, you have that 2x equals to 14 minus 2. Some people will say, how did you have minus 2? Remember, this is 2 from here. If this 2 leaves the left hand side and cross this equality sign to the right hand side, the sign will change to negative sign. That makes it minus 2 here. So we have again that 2x equals to 12. And so x is going to be 12 divided by 2, which is what? 6. That's the answer. Okay. So if you see through the option, you see that option C is the right option. Okay. So we can still go on and on and on and on to do more examples. If you enjoy the class, I can go on. But if okay, no problem. If you're on Facebook, do well to follow this page. Invite your friends and family to follow the page so that whenever we have a class or any video, you will be the first to get the update. And if you are following us, if you want to see us on YouTube where you can have time to sit down and have a class containing a long video, do well to subscribe to Maths Lab. Okay. Also invite your friends and family to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching and see you in the next class. Bye for now.